Welcome, welcome. It's Wednesday, which means we have another Halo 5 show match for y'all. I'm
Yes,
JV,
sir.
joined by the one and only Voltage.
What's going on, guys?
Great to be back on board, and we're not the only folks who are back on board. Rize Gaming,
Once again.
we see them again, eager to go ahead and defend their throne. It was so close to being taken away the other week, wasn't it?
Yeah, they won, I believe, 3-1 against Limitless, and then I forget who they beat 3-2 the week before that. But yeah, they're definitely continuing their reign here.
Yeah, definitely good times. But how about some new blood in the mix? Joining them will be Team Fuse. You can find them at Fuse_Pro on Twitter. Excited to see what this team has to offer. Don't really know a whole lot. Were you able to do maybe a little bit of research on this team beforehand?
They were here last week. I guess it wasn't Rize that played. I'm mistaken now. I think they skipped out last week. Rize versus Team Fuse today, though. So our two big winners. I believe Team Fuse did win last week. Dude, I don't even remember, to be honest.
I wasn't there. I was busy. You got no excuses. No, I'm playing.
I have no excuses.
Just giving Voltage a hard
I can't
time.
even remember who won on Monday in the Call of Duty show match.
We all won because we were watching. That's what happened.
Yes, sir.
No, but in all honesty, Rize Gaming I think is one of those teams that we've seen time and time again. They do a great job representing not only in COD but also in Halo. So just a really great array of marksmen overall. Encasing all sorts of games. Team Fuse, I don't really remember them seeing them too much in COD, at least this roster in particular, so this could be their Halo-specific team, which might maybe give them an upper edge, seeing as we do have some players on the Rize Gaming team who operate both on the Halo team as well as on the Call of Duty team.
Specifically, Spectre,
Yeah.
I believe is his name. He plays on both, so that's very versatile. And impressive to me.
No, definitely. A Spectre, certainly no slouch. Definitely been one of the leading factors. And the other big player to watch out for is, of course, Reaper HCS, who is such a dominating player. For Fuse to go ahead and win this and maybe take one over Rize, I think shutting him out early is going to be very integral.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, we're going to be getting underway with our first map relatively soon. For those of you who are new to this, our format for tonight is we're going to be having a best of 5.
Yes.
The maps that we will be playing on are Truth, where we will be playing Capture the Flag, Coliseum, where we will be playing Slayer, Gamble, where we will be playing Breakout, and then from there it's going to be Stronghold on Empire, and if it gets to that Game 5, it's going to be to the Rig, where it's going to be a classic Slayer match to go ahead and determine who's going to be tonight's champion of our show match.
All right, we're going to be loading up Truth. We're playing CTF today. It's going to be Rize Gaming going up against Team Fuse. We're going to see how this one plays out as we are loading up here.
Yeah, Truth, of course, being pretty reminiscent of Midship from back in the Halo 2 days.
Okay.
Definitely had a lot of fun playing that game way back when. But big thing right off the gate is expect a lot of, I guess, action around Pink Tower 2. It's a really big area where you can assume some quick map control and gain control of that camo as well.
Yeah.
If you can use that camo, there's a lot of opportunities where you can potentially sneak up on someone, take them out, and potentially grab an early flag cap as well. Already we're seeing a lot of heated action. It looks like Shooter 750 is going to be drawing first blood on map 1.
And we're on with AO Trickster with the BR. Looking over here on Red Street. Going to be pushing up. Shooter actually got 2 kills. Let's see if we can find him.
And so far, looking like a little bit of back and forth. This is kind of that time where it looks like Shooter is indeed the player to watch. He started off really strong for Fuse, and he's already walking away with the flag. Recognizes some aggression, drops the flag. It's Reaper HCS right now who has to try to go ahead and defend the flag. He's able to touch it just long enough, and as you can see, both of the flags are away. So whoever is able to go and reset the other flag first is going to be having a great opportunity to land the first cap in this first map.
All right, Metal Shake, Bank, Juicy Parrot, and Vortex for Team Fuse. Well, we've got AO Trickster, Shooter. Sorry, I mixed those up.
No, this is a really big opportunity right now for the blue team. They were able to score that because, as you saw, whenever we switched over to the entire feature showcasing everyone's KD, all of the red team was down. And that gave them enough time to reset the flag, and because they had someone in such close proximity to the flag, blue team was able to get an easy cap. But Shooter 750, he has the flag in hand. He's going to deal with a lot of pressure right now. Troy is there, but so are several members of the blue team. Reaper HCS eager to scoop up the flag. He's trying to deliver it before the blue team can go ahead and maybe take the flag away, and it looks like he's going to be tying up the series, but already a lot of aggression, and blue team is going to be taking the flag from the red base.
A lot of action out of both teams here. The flag is away. It's going to be Vortex running it straight down middle. getting taken out by AO Trickster, who's this is the first time we've seen him. He is part of the Rize Gaming crew here, though.
Yeah,
Bunnies is new too.
Got a couple of new players in the Rize Gaming roster, adding to this team's win streak overall. Now, like we said before, they've been the kind of the reigning champs around these areas. So let's see how they do. Frank doing pretty well so far, shutting out one below, but and he has Juicy Pear behind him as well. Now already Juicy Pear recognizes a lot of aggression towards the blue flag, so he's dropping those grenades, trying to lay some cover, and maybe chip some shields for his teammate to go ahead and take out. Unfortunately, Metal Shake is going to be taken out, but he at least is able to get one, and Juicy Pear is able to clean up the other one that's left behind. Looking pretty solid for blue team so far.
All right, so far it is still 1-1. Flags are at bases, and we're seeing Shooter and Vortex go at it. Vortex ends up picking up that kill, but getting taken out there. Metal Shake watching up top, throwing a nade at Bunnies, and getting taken out by Reaper HCS in the side.
So let's talk about this game overall. Despite the fact that the blue team was able to score early, I think that the red team, because they had some good teamwork, were able to go and answer back very quickly. The one thing with the fact that they are playing this a very, I guess, like close together kind of game means that they are opened up a lot of times for opportunities for potential extermination. And during those times is when the blue team is really able to capitalize. So it's going to be about running in squads and trying to cover as much area as possible, getting as much vision and information as you can, and then securing those caps. Backing away is Reaper HCS. He's trying to go ahead and grab the flag at the last second. He's able to touch the flag just when he needed to. Really big play for him at this point, but Vortex is right there trying to go ahead and return the flag, and he's going to be able to do so as well. Nice play. The flags are reset yet again, and the stalemate seems to continue. All
right, so the plasma cannon is up in 20 seconds. We've got Metal Shake sitting up top mid, trying to shoot at, that's Reaper HCS, I believe, is Troy. Yep, he gets the kill on that. I went back to it, but Trickster sitting over here in red or blue bin. Sorry about that. Just kind of waiting for his opportunity. Sees Chris, Juicy Parrot in the mid, and Frank, whoever that is.
Oh, but he's going to be taken out as well there. Going over to Bunnies, one of the new players of Rize Gaming. Let's see how he's going to be squaring off. He noticed that one of his teammates just got taken out, but it was a trade in his favor. Juicy Parrot is there in the base. He's able to take out one. Doesn't spot the other one, though, and he's trying to go ahead and escape. Almost used the ground pound there, but recognize there's no one really at bay. Does he spot Vortex? Indeed he does. He has that Plasma Caster out, and it's going to reward him a kill before he gets taken out as well.
All right, so we're on with Bank going up against Reaper HCS, not able to maintain his composure there and goes down at the hands of Reaper. Reaper has the flag in hand, gets taken out by Juicy Parrot. We're going to stay on board with Juicy Parrot, who is on top of Pink Tower 3, just kind of patrolling the area and making sure nobody's able to pick up that flag.
So what's worth noting is, even though this score is kind of tied, I've noticed that the majority of the flag takes have been from the red side. Yeah. They haven't necessarily been able to get the cap, but what that means is that the blue team right now is consistently playing on defense. And don't get me wrong, they've had their moments where they're able to play defense very well, and it's rewarded them with flag captures. But overall, the pacing and the tempo of the game right now is being dictated by Rize Gaming, and that's going to really pay dividends as we go on from the mid game to the late game.
Yeah, so we're on with Shooter right now, who gets meleeed by Metal Shake there. We'll switch on over to Vortex, who is Frank in the call system.
Yeah, Vortex we've seen quite a number of times. He's got that carbine out, and he's going to be using it trying to go and pick off all those one-shots that he might see sneaking around.
Somebody is above him. There we go.
Yeah, it's Bunnies. He's in a 2v1 now, and he's going to be cleaned up there as Vortex is able to go and get the headshot that he needs. And not only that, maybe some of that aggression from the red team might be proving to be a fatal flaw, as Vortex is able to walk right into that base uncontested. And nice, he's using that clamber, going straight through mid. This could be a really easy cap unless someone from the red team is here to defend, and it looks like blue team is going to be coming out on top. So like we touched on before, we said that the red team, they were playing offense pretty consistently, but this actually proved to be pretty fatal, as the blue team was choosing their openings very wisely, and they're rewarded with an incredibly easy cap. Let's see what's going to be Rize Gaming's answer towards this new threat that has been established. Bunnies trying to even up the score, had the flag in hand, but he's going to be shut down pretty early. No one really there yet to return the flag just yet, though. You can already see a red team member is able to go and scoop it up again, but two blue team members, they're able to go ahead and snap that flag right back to their base.
All right, we got Bunny and Reaper HCS still alive in their base right now, slowly pushing out. We'll switch on over with Bunnies, whose call tag is Zach. Trying to remember those as the game goes on. We have 5 minutes left on the clock. It's first to 3 caps or the best score after, I believe it's 12 minutes.
Yeah, after time is done. And it looks like right now, blue team pretty solid. Seems pretty solid. Rize Gaming, though, remember, they have that great aggression. They're able to go ahead and initially grab the flag. The only thing is being able to actually escort their teammates towards. And as you can see, the defensive style that we're seeing from Team Fuse is really preventing them from getting back onto the board and tying up this game.
All right, so Reaper HCS does have flag in hand. He's passing bunnies. They're just a few mere steps away from getting it. Vortex is trying to stop him, and he does stop him with the Magnum kill right there. Shooters in the area. Juicy Parrot picks up the flag. Oh, opposite side of the field. I'm sorry.
Wow, and forget about tempo and pacing. Right now, Team Fuse is demonstrating that the best offense is a great defense. After going ahead and stopping the red team from scoring, they're able to go and steal the flag simultaneously. But as you can see, one of those flags is going to be reset hopefully pretty soon, especially as Reaper HCS has dropped one of the members of the blue team. The red team able to go and reset the flag just before he was able to go and get back to the base, but they're struggling to recover it as Reaper is going to be taken out by so many members of the blue team.
All right, so that return was by Metal Shake. AO Trickster is here to defend for the moment, but he's got to be able to do something here with 3 minutes and 49 seconds left on the clock. Bunnies goes down, so does Trickster's. Bank is up. Juicy Parrot has flag in hand. He's taking this middle route once again. He's top mid. Can use that boost mechanic to get over there. Throws it
It's
cleanly.
going to be a pretty easy cap, and it looks like an easy game in favor of Team Fuse. You know, they started off with the first cap. Rize Gaming seemed like they were controlling the tempo in the mid game, but that really did prove to be their one undoing. They focused so much on getting the flag, they didn't quite put enough resources to actually being able to run it back. And because of that, the blue team was essentially able to wipe out on multiple occasions, actually. They were able to wipe out the red team in their own base and then make it so they had a very easy escort. Using those new movement features in Halo 5, getting up towards top mid, and then getting a really easy cap afterwards. And a lot of that also was because blue team established top mid control. Because they were able to do that, they were able to go and take these shorter routes to go and get the flag cap. So we didn't see that same level of control, again, because they didn't manage their resources as well as they possibly could have. So maybe from Rize Gaming, got to maybe allocate some more resources towards going towards top mid, controlling that area, and maybe playing a little bit better defense as well.
All right, the big players here on the Team Fuse side of things is Vortex and Bank. Vortex getting 2 caps, Bank getting 1. Yeah. Highest Slayer is going to be Metal Shake on that side.
Oh yeah, and he not only that, he had 2 flag returns, and Juicy Parrot he had 4 returns as well. Bunnies, despite being a new player, proved to be pretty solid for Rize Gaming, capping 18 kills. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, not too bad overall, but good job, Team Fuse. We're going to go ahead and head on over to this next game. Let's see if I can figure out how to do that real quick, guys.
You got to leave game.
There we go.
Next game.
Hey. All right, once again, we are at the Versus Gameplay Arcade. Here this Saturday is going to be a FIFA 16 tournament. It's going to be at the arcade itself. Doors and sign-ups open at 12. Tournament starts at 1:30. It's going to be $20 per person. Double elimination on the PlayStation 4.
Yep. Definitely going to be an exciting thing to watch for sure for those of you who are FIFA fans.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, I got to take this time to give a big shout out to one of our sponsors, BenQ. Make sure you use that tag versus $20 to get $20 off of a brand new BenQ gaming monitor, or versus $40 to get $40 off of a refurbished gaming monitor.
Can't beat $40 off of a BenQ monitor. Best monitor in gaming.
It's great. It's great. But yeah, Team Fuse, in the last game, they were able to go and really take back that game whenever they were able to control top mid. I think that top mid is going to be another big factor as we go on to Slayer here on the map of Coliseum. The control of top mid is going to be able to get a lot of presence in the early game.
All right, so we are on board with some... There we go, Bunnies. I had to figure out how to get his name back up there, but Bunnies is doing some work with the Magnum right now. Currently, they are up 3-0, losing 3-0.
Yep.
Team Fuse is able to take this early lead.
And with that early lead, I wouldn't be surprised if they got those power weapons as well. Let's go ahead and cycle through some of those blue team members. And as you can see, Vortex picking up that sniper, going to be a really big win as he's trying to scope over, spots the shadow, and is able to at least take the shield out. Let's see if maybe one of his teammates can go ahead and get that pick. Spots AO Trickster from across the map, trying to wait and bide his time to get that shield back. Let's see what he's going to be doing about it. As you can see, Zach is up near the rocket tower. but it doesn't look like Vortex really noticed him just yet.
All right, right now we're on with Vortex, just kind of staying back. Sees Reaper HCS, does some damage. Milk is there. Metal Shake actually gets taken out.
And nice, did you notice that little duck that we saw? And already Shooter 750 sneaks up on Vortex and secures control of that sniper rifle temporarily.
All right, we are staying on board with the sniper rifle, or the sniper of the game right now, Shooter.
Yeah, that was good. After taking that sniper away from Vortex, he's going to look to put in some more work. Vortex, even though he had control of that sniper, didn't really do all that much with it. He took away some shields, but there weren't really that many teammates available to go and get those final headshots that he needed. But let's see if Shooter can maybe do better. 2 shots into nothing. Very unfortunate start. And he doesn't quite get the right angle on the grenade as well. Really unfortunate so far for Shooter. He's kind of pinned into this corner a little bit. He's sneaking around the lift area. He doesn't have that height advantage as he's going deeper and deeper into this trench. All
right, currently 11-6, a 5-kill advantage in favor of Team Fuse. We're on with Rize Gaming's very own Shooter 750, who's kind of protecting that rocket launcher right now, as he's trying to get his teammate to his right to move up.
Oh, but you can already see a bit of an encounter, and it looks like Rize is going to be running out on top as Bunnies is able to take one. He takes 2 as well. Great stuff from Bunnies, and because of that, the red team, they have enough distraction to go and secure both of the power weapons on this map. The sniper and the rocket launcher are in full control of the red team, but just as I say that, it looks like in that skirmish, the rockets were actually usurped by the blue team, who's going to be trying to siphon. Oh, just kidding, Trickster has it. Just weird graphical glitches.
He was able to move over to the other side of the map pretty quickly, but there was a skirmish over there. Juicy Parrot not taken out by that rocket.
Not quite yet. Trickster going to take his time and get a reload in. There's a lot of members at this blue base. He's probably going to be able to get one, but it's a little bit too close. Finally able to take out Bank, but unfortunately he's going to be taken out in the process as well. Let's see if Bunnies can maybe get his hands right back on that rocket launcher.
Only one bullet left. He's out of ammo. He's got to reload.
Yeah. He's got the 1 bullet. It's more than enough to go ahead and swing the game back in his favor. The sniper, however, controlled by Milk. Nice patience that we saw right there from Bunny. He let that sniper be picked up just so he can get the kill, but unfortunately he gets flanked, and it looks like the blue team's going to still end up with the sniper regardless.
All right, we're on with Vortex with the DMR, throwing a nade down below. He's got Reaper right in front of him, able to back away from that. And we're going to be on with Milkshake from Team Fuse, or Metal Shake, I'm sorry, from Team Fuse. Juicy Parrot just regained his shield. They're staying back in the blue base right now. Going to cycle through players, see where the action is.
Oh, Juicy Parrot getting lit up by those splinter grenades. And those things can be so devastating. If it touches you, it's a one-shot. But if even still, it's such a great grenade at controlling space overall. Going back in, we see about a 3-kill difference right now, and Shooter 750 is going to go and make that just 2. Oh, wow. I got a little overeager. I thought that was going to be an enemy, but instead it was just another member of Rize Gaming. Shooter trying to go and lay some grenades down nearby the rockets. He wants to go and get that as uncontested as possible, but as you can see, 2 members of Team Fuse are there trying to stop him. He's still able to go ahead and walk away with the rocket launcher, and he's not trying to find a fight just yet. He just wants to run to cover so he can go ahead and secure that for his team.
All right, the score is now tied up 21-21, and Rize almost took the lead. They got a kill about the same time. Shooter able to take that one, putting him a 3-point advantage right now.
Really big play
over Team Fuse. So Reaper HCS going up against the Bank. Jake on his call tag. Frank over there. I believe that's Trickster. No, Trickster's on the same team. I'm losing it. I'm losing it, guys.
It happens sometimes. Words are hard sometimes. Vortex is going to be who you think of when you think of Frank.
There we go.
Let's go ahead and jump into him. He's going to be taken out by Bunnies. Let's jump over to somebody else real quick.
All right, we're on with Metal Shake. Shooting at Shooter 750. Getting shots down, but the rocket launcher is just too much to handle right there.
Yeah, he had that shield out, but he couldn't quite find the right headshots. So it can be so tricky, especially when your opponent has that kind of height advantage and packs a powerful weapon like the rocket launcher. Go back into Metal Shake, and he's able to go ahead and make up for some of his woes. Even though he doesn't get the kill, he's able to go and get the assist. His I'm Juicy Parrot is able to clean up Bunnies there. Metal Shake spots Shooter 750, wants to get this vengeance kill as well, but Shooter 750 doing a good job with his boosting. Not enough though. Before he's taken out, Metal Shake is finally able to go ahead and take out Shooter.
All right, so we're on with Bank, but currently 33-27, a 6-kill in favor of Rize Gaming here. Reaper HCS up top. Is that a DMR battle, I believe?
Yep, DMR skirmish.
All right, he's going to walk away from that one as we're going to rotate over to Trickster, try to shoot at Juicy Pear right now.
Both of the power weapons will be up momentarily, and this is going to be Rize Gaming's time to hold this, and it's going to be Team Fuse's time to go ahead and take this lead right back. And I think that what just happened there, that slight little incursion might be enough for the blue team to hold control of that sniper rifle.
All right, so they are all over that side, but I believe he was able to take that sniper rifle out. Shooter's got the rockets, though. Oh, Reaper actually picked up that sniper.
Yeah, really big play. Even though the blue team had their hands first, again, the red team, they're just so good at shutting it down and regaining control of those power weapons. It's what's let them go back from starting off at a deficit in the early game to maintaining this lead that we see now.
All right, they are 10 kills away from taking it with an 11-kill lead. Juicy Pear gets taken out from behind by Reaper HCS, and he's going to go top mid. Just trying to look for somebody with this sniper. We're going to stay on with him and see what he can do with a sniper rifle in hand.
Scoping around, trying to control that red base as he's nearby that oven. His sniper tower overall is pretty solid, but this is where I want to see him, on top mid with as much map vision as he possibly can get. You see Shooter 750, he's trying to give him a little bit of cover right now, and he's probably going to be picking up on the fact that there's a lot of members of the blue team. Gets the headshot that he needs to on Metal Shake. That was excellent because he was able to protect one of his teammates in the process as well.
All right, they are 5 kills away and just extending that lead. I'm very surprised how they were able to go.
It's because they're controlling everything, Voltage. They're controlling the power weapons. They were controlling top mid. They had every single advantage. And as you can see, it just feels like Rize Gaming is going to be walking away with this one. 3 kills away from taking map number 2. Going back over to Reaper. He did take that shield out in the process. He's going to be taking a little bit of time to reload and get back up on top mid.
All right, he does have 7 bullets left with only needing 2 kills. He spots one, sees Metal Shake's kind of a misscope right there. Sitting there with Shooter. We're going to stay on with him, see if we can get the last 2 kills right here. Yeah, he has the opportunity. AO Trickster picks up 1. There's 1 kill left in the game. Switch over to... There he is. AO Trickster.
And he's going to get the second one as well. Really well played there. A really big turnaround as well. Rize Gaming did a great job in that last game of controlling top mid, something that we didn't really see from them in the capture the flag round. And that combined with their fantastic power weapon control was what made that dividend so wide at the end of the game.
Yeah, so let's step back real quick and see the final kills. 13 for 3 of the players on Rize Gaming, with AO Trickster picking up 9, but everybody going positive over on that side of things. And then just on the Team Fuse side, everybody going negative with single-digit kills. So overall, just disappointing side for Team Fuse, currently tied it up. We're going to be looking to get straight into the next game, which is going to be Gamble Breakout. That is the 1 life mode, correct?
Oh, yeah, Breakout.
Okay,
Breakout,
good.
yeah. You don't get respawns on that one.
All right,
lots of rounds, very fast-paced overall. I got to give props to Bunnies, though. Bunnies is doing really well, especially given the fact that he's a member of this new team. Seems to be meshing pretty well overall with the team. He didn't have necessarily the best KD, but he was up there in terms of pure kills at 13 in that last game.
Yeah, so like 3 of them taking 13 kills is just huge. Overall, nobody's really just kind of carrying the team. They're all putting in their own work. Reaper HCS able to pick up that sniper rifle towards the end and do a little bit of work with that. Who's the player to watch for you in this next match?
I'm a big fan of Reaper HCS. Time and time again, he's been so impressive whenever I watch him. On Team Fuse, I saw a lot actually from Vortex, I think is the name?
Yeah.
Vortex, yeah.
Yeah, Vortex did very well that last game overall, especially towards the beginning. And he did some work on the CTF when we were playing on Truth. We're waiting for them to jump into the game here. But overall, every single game mode almost, you're going to be looking for top mid control and power weapon control. And in that game specifically, Rize Gaming just kind of took the cake on it.
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. They controlled everything. If there was a little checklist that you needed to do on how to win Halo 101, yeah.
And it was like, get 8 of 10 of them, and they got 10 of 10.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Real quick, we're going to be having another match for y'all, but first we're going to do a quick commercial break. But when we come back, it's going to be map number 3, Team Fuse versus Rize Gaming. Stick around, folks. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Currently, it is 1-1, Team Fuse and Rize Gaming going head-to-head in this Halo 5 show match here at Versus Gameplay Arcade.
This is map number 3. Definitely excited to have this be underway, and it's going to be Breakout on Gamble. Breakout being a little bit decisive, or divisive, I'd say, is probably the better word, within the competitive Halo community. But personally, I love watching it. As a caster, I think it's so much fun to watch. And we're going to be hopping right on board with Shooter 750, another player to watch on this Rize Gaming squad. He did such a great job in the early game of that Slayer map of shutting out that power weapon user right from the get-go. So,
Alright, Bunny's picking up a kill on Metal Shake right here, making it 4-3 in favor of Rize Gaming. Vortex staying back with that DMR as he's getting a nade on to Reaper HCS, getting taken out by Trickster though. Reaper HCS up top, taking out Banks. It is all up to Juicy Parrot right now.
Juicy Parrot.
1-on-3 situation.
It's looking so rough too. Caught between a rock and a hard place, trying to play the mid and long range game with an SMG. There was no way really could come out on top on that one.
Everybody on Rize Gaming getting a kill that round. Who are we starting off with this time?
Oh, why don't we go back to Juicy Parrot? He was the last man standing last time. Let's see if he can maybe make some big plays and get his team right back into it.
He's pushing the blue yard right now, just going underneath of Tower 1. Seeing Will right there, top mid.
Pretty aggressive rush right now towards the red side. He's hoping to set up a flank, and it's going to be paying off as he's going to be taking out bunnies very early on.
All right, so it's going to be a 3-on-1 once again. Metal Shake, though, in that situation. So game number 2 does go to Rize Gaming. It's the second one. Second game in favor of Rize Gaming right there, or round, I guess I should say.
Yeah, I want to go over to Rize Gaming since they seem to be being so dominant. I want to see exactly what it is because we saw some great stuff. That flank early on seemed promising for Team Fuse, but Rize Gaming was able to go ahead and win every other gunfight, it seems.
We're on with Reaper HCS. Push the red ramp onto top to Tower 1, and actually 2 go down for
Team Fuse.
Yeah. There we go.
Bunny's able to go ahead and get that double kill. And not only that, Reaper is able to get the camo as well. So yet again, we see a last man standing situation. Vortex all alone against 4 members of Rize Gaming. Trying to put some shots, not finding those headshots just yet though. And it's really costing him. There's Reaper HCS. He had that camo. He sneaks up from behind. And he's able to go ahead and get that last kill that he needs. Rize Gaming right now looking so dominant as we go ahead into round 4.
All right, so we are starting off on this, the new player, one of the new players of the two, AO Trickster right now. Call tag Ryan is going to be pushing this right side underneath Tower 1, actually going towards mid.
Yeah, right towards the flag almost. Use these pillars for a little bit of cover, and that was a great grenade that we saw from him. And he gets the headshot as well. Even though the grenade didn't kill, it forced Vortex back just a touch, which is really, really big.
All right, so we're going to stay on with Trickster, who uses the slam.
Yeah, that ground pound is not going to be getting him too much just yet. And in fact,
actually lost this one.
Vulnerable. Yeah, we were so laser focused on Rize Gaming that we didn't even give a chance to give props to Team Fuse, able to go ahead and take a round of their own. So let's go ahead and hop on right with Team Fuse here. Vortex,
player to watch, early game that you said. So we're going to see him take this SMG top mid and pick up that DMR. Heading over towards, I believe that's Tower 2 on the left side, if they call it that.
He's going to be playing more of this support role. He's kind of been the guy in the back, and we've seen him be the last man a couple of times. So I don't really expect him to rush up. He's just trying to use the information that he has, use that nice range on that DMR and get some of those shots. But already the close range battle seems to be what he's going to be having as he spots one member of Rize Gaming trying to get out, but there's nowhere to run. He was right out in the open, and Rize Gaming was able to go ahead and clean up Team Fuse so quickly.
So 4 rounds to 1 in favor of Rize Gaming here. They just need one more in the next 4, I guess. Yeah, 4. In the next 4, they need to just win 1. We're on with Juicy Parrot right now. And I did something.
He did a thing, y'all. Trying to change the perspective.
I don't know how to do that. Third person, how do I go back? Okay.
There you go. Sorry about that, folks. Getting right back into it. Metal Shake is in a 2v1 right now, but he's at least able to go ahead and pick off one. Right now, a 2 versus 1. Vortex, he's been alone so many times, but it's going to be a little bit easier this time as it's only a 2v1 this time instead of a 3v1 or a 4v1.
Now being called out, it's going to be Shooter 750 and Reaper HCS going up against him. They are both on blue ramp right now. Shooter's trailing behind Reaper right there, and he's just kind of playing so defensive. He's got 1 nade left. The insta-kill nade.
Yeah, he's trying to cover that ground right there. That's why he was so content with rushing forward, is because he dropped that splinter, but he wasn't able to get that headshot. Kind of got the jump on him. That member from Rize Gaming took him by surprise. And no surprise here, as Rize Gaming was able to look so dominant on Breakout.
All right. Yeah, very dominant. There's nothing really else to say, though. Nothing on the Team Fuse side of things. We're going to go ahead and head over to a commercial break real quick. Stick around for game number 4. It's going to be Stronghold Empire coming up next.
All right, today is day 0 for Versus Gameplay Arcade. So I invited a couple people that I know and trust who have kind of been with me and with us since the first the first tournament that I ran almost 6 years ago out of a little gym, not knowing anything about running tournaments. They've come out and they're kind of helping me dry test the place, make sure the power works, the setups work, the internet works. So far, so good. We're at about 70%, but so far, some good feedback.
Right now, we're here at the Versus Gameplay Arcade preview space. This is basically the temporary space that we have in here to kind of show everybody exactly what we're doing, let you guys know that, you know, we're here for the community to help you guys out and give y'all somewhere to go throughout the week if you want to play different games and, you know, also practice with the locals and do just a whole bunch of different things. With the preview space, we do have, you know, a few setups here and also the arcade games. We're just going to do it big for everybody out here in the DFW, and right now we're just kind of starting it off just to give you guys a little preview of what, you know, we have in store for you.
I want to thank everyone for coming out. It was a free invitational event, so hopefully everyone had a good time. We had food and drinks for everyone, and we're having a Street Fighter Invitational tournament where the winner will get a really nice Day 0 jersey shirt. Again, today's theme was just to kind of have fun, give me some good feedback, give us some good feedback. So thanks to everyone who came out. Thanks to Mike, Markel, and Luis for all of us getting together and putting this together. So hopefully good things are here to come. Thanks.
Welcome back to the VGP stream. We're about to go underway with map number 4. And it's going to be Empire, and we're going to be playing Stronghold on that map.
All right, guys, coming back from that commercial, if you like the venue and you like the stream, go ahead and hit that donate button below and contribute to help improve the stream, improve the venue. We're always looking to grow. We're going to go ahead and jump into game number 5, Stronghold Empire, as I mentioned. 4. I'm sorry, I'm a liar.
Counting is hard sometimes.
Words,
that's
counting,
why you're talking
numbers.
That's why you're talking on the microphone instead of teaching counting.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I can't teach counting.
Dude, I can't do accounting. Are you kidding me? No. Oh, my God. Accounting was probably
I was talking about just counting.
Oh, just counting.
Not accounting.
See, I can do one of them. I can count. But accounting? Strongholds is going to be a really big map. Something that we've seen from Team Fuse in Game 1 is on objective-based games, they're really good at controlling critical points of the map. In the CTF round, they did a great job of controlling that top mid area. And here it's going to be all about controlling that pit. Basically, blue team's going to have one free, quote-unquote, free stronghold. Red team's going to have one, quote-unquote, free stronghold. But whoever is able to go and secure this pit is going to be taking control of this map. And it looks like it's going to be Rize Gaming. They're going to be starting off with that pit control, and they're going to be able to be the first folks that are going to be putting points on the board.
All right, and that quote-unquote free capture spot that they were talking about is really the one that you're going to really want to mess with if you're not able to get in that middle one. You're like, okay, guys, we got to do something. Let's flank around, take that base, and find something to do, or find a way to get this middle point. Currently 9-0 in favor of Rize Gaming. They are currently, it's a first to 100.
Yeah, taking that other base is just so tough. Even though the pit is such a hard point to hold overall, you have great vision of it from so many different areas. So it's a lot easier to secure overall versus a really big rotation towards, say, the red base. And that's what we're seeing so far from Team Fuse. Even though they're down, we're seeing a lot of rushes towards the pit. The problem is that it's not quite coordinated enough, though this might be changing things as we see Vortex going up top, and he's trying to go ahead and lay some covering fire for his blue team members that are dropping down.
All right, currently 21 to 0 as the score is continuing to rise for Rize Gaming, but they already rotated bases. Vortex is currently in the red nest.
Shooter 750 getting that ground pound. Wow. I mean, he does get taken out in the process, but that just goes to show you what you can do whenever you have that control of the pit and how it can be so difficult sometimes to take it back as well.
All right, so they are actually pushing this base right now, trying to get a total control on them. Bank is heading into the pit, though. Let's see if we can mix things up.
Yeah, you know, I don't know how I'd feel about total control at this point, honestly. I think that right now you're winning. Keep in mind that in this game type, the only way you put points on the map is if you have the majority. And because they have the majority here, there's no real need to really push and get that total control. No need to spread yourself thin. Just focus on continuing to go and control the pit.
All right,
big triple kill, by the way. That was a huge triple kill that we saw before.
Yeah, so there were 2 players down on the Rize Gaming side of things. So it's really up to Trickster and whoever else was left with him to kind of control the pit. And we've got Frank in there, but that's going to be Vortex, as we saw before. Metal Shake and Vortex trying to mix things up. Ooh, oh, and almost actually got to it.
KO Trickster getting that double kill. Really nice for him. He has that DMR out, but he doesn't quite have the height advantage, so he's going to go and clamber up, trying to get a better vantage point. Spots Vortex from across, not quite getting these headshots, and he's going to be getting picked up by Metal Shake after getting that shield eviscerated.
All right, Juicy Parrot's got to find something to do for Team Fuse right now. They're just kind of really just in a sticky situation. They're trying to capture the opposite side.
This is big. Finally, they were able to go and control that pit area ever so temporarily, but again, it gave the red team enough time to go and take the blue base.
All right, so Shooter 750 rotating all the way around, trying to get behind him. See somebody right in front of him, able to stay alive, going to mix things up in the blue base back there with the total rotation.
Vortex is trying to go and secure this area. Bit of a contest happening, and Bunnies is going to be coming out on top because of it. That melee working out in his favor.
Total control coming out, and they were able to pick up that second one. So just for the slightest moment, Rize Gaming had total controls. Fuse was able to pick up that blue base back from them.
So weird that the red team doesn't have control of the red base, but they do have control of the blue base.
This is the second time they've switched, actually, I believe.
You don't see it too often. That Scattershot putting in some mad work as Reaper is able to go and snuff out Vortex. Spots Metal Shake from across. He's going to be getting the headshot as well, and the red team is just continuing to control. You notice that they have 2 members at the bottom of the pit to go for the close range, but then they have members located all around with great height advantage that are laying that covering fire as well. And because of that, it's really difficult. The counter that we're seeing from Fuse is that they're trying to go and take out the support folk that are at the top playing long range first before rushing down towards the pit. And I like that idea a lot more. The problem is that it's just a little too late. 81-1 is the score, and this is looking all but wrapped up right now in favor of Rize Gaming.
If you were the captain of Team Fuse right now and you're losing 84-1, what would you be telling your guys as Juicy Parrot's able to get in there and start capturing? There's really not much to say. That was kind of
do your best.
One of the points. Yeah, go ahead and play as a team is the really thing that I would focus on. Let's go ahead and start getting slays. If we can go ahead and just capture 2 for the rest of the time, just like they have.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It just takes 2.
Yeah,
there isn't really like a point where it is considered unwinnable. As long as there's still enough time on the clock, there isn't that point. Right. Remember that all you need is the majority, but the only people that have been getting the majority have been Rize Gaming. They're trying to go ahead and get this total control for no reason whatsoever.
The pit was lost.
The pit was lost because of that, because they over-rotated and they temporarily gave them control. But right back into the favor of Rize Gaming. That Plasma Caster is going to probably result in that final point that they need, and Rize Gaming going to be our champions once again. 3-1 over Team Fuse. Despite a shaky start, absolute dominance in those 3 maps in a row. On Coliseum, on Slayer, they were fantastic. When it came to Breakout, they were incredible. And on Stronghold, nearly untouchable.
Yeah, it was a perfect game there. Reaper HCS having 2 captures of his own with 21 kills. Pretty much doubling anybody else. Almost doubling everybody else.
Yeah, and this is Reaper HCS, who actually in that breakout match got more kills than the entirety of Team Fuse.
So definitely the heavy slayer here. Any points that you want to make before we go ahead and say goodbye to the viewers?
I liked the ideology that we saw from Team Fuse at the end. It was just implemented a touch too late.
Yeah.
Being able to take out support roles first is really important whenever you're trying to take back those points. Because if you can take out the folks who are laying covering fire, it makes it easier to overrun the few folks who are down low to the ground trying to go and win those up-close and personal gunfights.
Right, so if you go into the down low, guys, you've got two people shooting at you, the supports and the people who are in the pit. So definitely a good plan there. But I think we're going to say goodbye for the night. Thank you guys for watching this Halo 5 show match brought to you by Versus Gameplay Arcade. Next week on Monday, we'll be here for Call of Duty and Halo on Wednesdays, just like always.
Yep, and we have Smash on Tuesdays, Street Fighter Casuals on Thursdays, Mortal Kombat X on Friday, Ultra Street Fighter 4 on Saturday, and on Sunday, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Plenty of action for all of you folks, regardless of what games you really like.
Right.
It's about that time that we head out.
Yes,
it is time to get home for the holidays, isn't it?
Yes, y'all enjoy your turkey day, and thank